Spider-Man Brand New Day is officially stacking its villain roster, and this might be the wildest mix of enemies we've ever seen in a solo Spidey movie. We're talking 8 potential villains, and the studio may have already locked in the main one. From street-level chaos to symbiote teases, the next Tom Holland Spider-Man film is going big, bold, and unexpected. Let's break down every confirmed villain, every rumored twist, and what this means for the future of the Spider-Man universe. According to a credible report from The Hot Mic, Martin Lee, better known as Mr. Negative, is the frontrunner to be the lead villain in Spider-Man Brand New Day. If that name sounds familiar, it's because he was a major breakout character in the Spider-Man PS4 game. But this marks his first big screen appearance in live action. Martin Lee is a fascinating dual identity. By day, he's a respected community figure and philanthropist. But behind the scenes, a crime boss powered by dark energy, capable of corrupting anything and anyone he touches.
Mr. Lee, I thought you were out of town.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Martin, you're back.
Get that.
Thank you.
It's a perfect villain for this new street-level Peter Parker who's been stripped of his connections, his resources, and his fame. Rumors are already swirling about who could play him, and Steven Yeun has surged to the top of the fan cast wishlist. His dramatic range and physical presence could bring serious depth to a villain who's just as emotionally complex as he is powerful. While most eyes are focused on Mr. Negative, there's another presence quietly stirring behind the scenes, and it might be even more unpredictable. Reports have surfaced that Marvel is casting a high-profile actress for Spider-Man Brand New Day in a mysterious female villain role, and while her identity is being kept under tight wraps, the casting itself has sparked intense speculation online. Early insider buzz suggests that Marvel is in talks with A-list actresses like Sarah Snook or even Nicole Kidman, though nothing has been confirmed. The fact that Marvel is aiming for talent of this caliber tells us one thing: this character isn't just a side villain or a throwaway name she's going to matter a lot. But who exactly is she playing? That's the million-dollar question. Some fans believe she could be portraying Lady Octopus, also known as Carolyn Traynor, the successor to Otto Octavius in the comics. She's a genius scientist in her own right, but far more ruthless and calculating than her predecessor. Bringing in Lady Ock would allow Marvel to revisit the Doc Ock concept without retreading Alfred Molina's iconic version from No Way Home. Plus, with the multiverse still cracked open, introducing new variants of legacy villains makes perfect sense. Let's talk about a long-delayed return. Remember Michael Mando's Mac Gargan from Spider-Man Homecoming? Played by Michael Mando, best known for Better Call Saul, Gargan was portrayed as a dangerous criminal with a scorpion tattoo, trying to get information about Spider-Man while locked up in prison with Adrian Toomes, aka the Vulture.
Max, it's not on you. It's on our little spider friend. I've got some boys on the outside who'd love to...
Now this one's out of left field, but could be genius. Boomerang, a lesser-known villain in the Spider-Man universe, is rumored to appear as part of the expanded Rogues Gallery. Known for his tricked-out boomerangs and chaotic, unpredictable style, Boomerang could serve as comic relief or as a surprising wild card in the middle of the action. If Marvel includes him, it could signal a sinister 6 Ts in the works, or just another nod to the deeper, weirder corners of Spidey's world. Now, here's where things get murky. Fans have been buzzing for months that Knoll, the god of the symbiotes, could be the main villain, but recent reports have confirmed that Knoll is not the central antagonist of Spider-Man 4. That said, Marvel's never been shy about mid-credit surprises. Knoll could still appear in a post-credits tease, especially if Marvel's planning to link Spidey's story with the larger symbiote mythology in future crossovers. Remember, Knoll ties directly into Venom, Carnage, and even the Ebony Blade from Eternals, so don't rule him out completely, just don't expect him to headline this one. Which brings us to Venom. After years of dancing around the idea, all signs are pointing to Spider-Man Brand New Day, giving us our first real glimpse of Venom in the MCU. Let's rewind for a second. The seeds for this connection were planted all the way back in Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and Spider-Man No Way Home. During the No Way Home post-credits scene, Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock was shown in the MCU for just a moment, a short, hilarious bar scene that ended with him getting snapped back to his own universe. But more importantly, a small piece of the Venom symbiote was left behind. That tiny black glob wasn't just a gag, it was a setup, and now it's time for the payoff. While Venom has traditionally existed in Sony's separate universe alongside Morbius, Kraven, and other anti-heroes, Marvel's multiverse saga gives the studios the perfect excuse to blend the worlds whenever it benefits the story. And what better way to do that than by finally bringing the symbiote face-to-face with Peter Parker? Insiders say Venom won't be the main villain in Spider-Man 4, but a cameo or mid-credits tease is highly likely. Whether it's Tom Hardy himself appearing again, or a full-on symbiote encounter with Peter, the time is right to bring the two characters together, especially after Marvel teased it so clearly in No Way Home. But here's where it gets even more interesting. With Peter now operating solo, broke, and forgotten by everyone who once knew him, the symbiote would hit him at his weakest. Just like in the comics, the alien suit could latch onto Peter at a time when he's vulnerable, emotionally, isolated, angry, and under constant threat. It's the ideal moment for Venom to begin his corruption arc. And it doesn't stop there. If Marvel decides to draw from the Ultimate Spider-Man run or the Spectacular Spider-Man animated series, the symbiote storyline could stretch over multiple movies. Brand New Day could plant the seed, Spider-Man 5 could explore Peter's black suit phase, and Spider-Man 6 could give us the full-blown battle between Spider-Man and Venom. It's a slow burn setup, and Marvel loves to play the long game. There's also the added bonus of symmetry. Peter's first trilogy was about becoming Spider-Man. This next trilogy, it could be about resisting the darker versions of himself. The symbiote isn't just a new suit, it's a metaphor for every dark impulse Peter's tried to suppress since No Way Home. That's the emotional payoff fans have been waiting for. And from a business angle, connecting Venom to the MCU is a smart move. It gives Sony the chance to elevate its universe with direct MCU ties, and it gives Marvel a fan-favorite character to build tension and complexity without needing another massive multiversal villain just yet. Venom fits perfectly into the space between street level and cosmic, a grounded threat with terrifying potential. So will we see Venom go full MCU in Spider-Man 4? Maybe not in the first act, maybe not even until the credits roll, but make no mistake, the symbiote is out there, and Marvel doesn't leave pieces behind without a plan. Now let's talk fan expectations. Even with all these new names in the mix, fans are still hoping to see iconic villains return, or at least get mentioned. Norman Osborn, Doc Ock, the Lizard, and even the Green Goblin variants are still among the most requested by viewers. Some fans believe Nicole Kidman could be playing Lady Octopus or even a new version of Silvermane. Others think Marvel could be setting up for a soft reboot of the Sinister Six with a slow build across Spider-Man 4 and the rumored Spider-Man 5. Whether or not these fan theories pan out, one thing's for sure, the Rogues Gallery isn't shrinking anytime soon. So what does all this tell us about Spider-Man Brand New Day? The villain choices reveal a strategy. Keep the story grounded in New York with threats like Scorpion and Boomerang. Explore moral ambiguity with Mr. Slash. Negative, and plant seeds for cosmic danger through Venom and possibly Knoll. It's a layered approach letting Peter deal with street crime, organized corruption, and spiritual chaos all in the same movie. And tonally, it fits where Peter's story is going. He's alone, he's underground, he's rebuilding, and this time, he's not getting any help from Stark Tech or the Avengers. This is Spider-Man at his most human, but facing some of his most inhuman enemies. To sum it all up, Spider-Man 4 is shaping up to be a bold new chapter. With Mr. Negative at the center, backed by a mysterious female villain, the return of Scorpion, the addition of Boomerang, and potential symbiote chaos via Venom and Knoll, this is not your average Spidey sequel. Marvel's building something big, and they're doing it by mixing street-level tension with supernatural threats, setting up a new tone that could shape the next trilogy of Spider-Man films. Now we want to know what you think. Which villain are you most hyped to see go head-to-head with Tom Holland Spider-Man? Is it time for Knoll, or are you hoping for a grounded fight with Scorpion and Boomerang? Drop your pick in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe because this villain roster is just getting started.